Welcome to YOLO Texas, and this is our team of traveling Texans. Ride shotgun with us as we visit breathtaking views.
It is incredible what we can find right here in Texas.
Check out heart-racing attractions. And taste mouth-watering foods this great state has to offer.
This is getting hot.
Go right off the bone. That's how you know it's good.
This is delicious.
Why, you ask? Well, to simply put it, you only live once, Texas. Howdy, y'all, and welcome to YOLO Texas, the final episode of Season 3. First, we would like to thank you for sticking with us through these unprecedented times, because without you, we would not be here. And with our third season coming to a close, we're raising a glass and toasting to a successful year. So we decided to look back at some of the best breweries and distilleries right here in Texas, from the nation's best wines to top-ranked vodkas and all of the excellent craft brews in between. We have sampled them all right here on the show. So to kick things off, we're visiting a gin distillery in the Alamo City to sample the one and only Seersucker Southern Style Gin.
Just 20 minutes from downtown San Antonio on a 6-acre plot is a picturesque distillery that visitors leave raving about. Gin is the drink of choice for classy people, and since I consider myself a classy person, I decided to make the trip over here to Seersucker Southern Style Gin here in San Antonio, Texas. So let's go inside the distillery and see what we can find. Let's go. But before we tasted the goods, we spoke with Trey and Kim Azar of the renowned Azar family brands.
We built our manufacturing facility about 9 years ago to create Cinco Vodka, which was our first product and introduction into the market. We wanted to make a world-class vodka, so that's what we did, and we make a European style vodka, which is a wheat and corn blend in a copper kettle, which is really unique for a vodka in the United States, especially in Texas.
Why gin? Why did you decide to transition from the vodka to Seersucker Gin?
But we noticed bartenders wanted to use gin, and they primarily like to use gin because it has more of a taste profile for cocktails. And so we decided that when we were going to make our gin, we were going to focus on a different style of gin where it was more citrus oriented with balancing herbs, and that actually complements the cocktail even more.
You sold me.
Right.
Where
Yeah,
can I
we're
buy a
good.
bottle,
Yeah.
right? So out of all of the different flavors that you guys have, which ones are your personal favorites?
Well, I've personally waited to make grapefruit for a long time. It's been my favorite, and I can make a great cocktail out of any one of them.
It'd be terrible if you made terrible
This
cocktails
is true.
and you were working at
This is
Seersucker.
true.
And how about you, Trey? What's your favorite?
I'm real simple, stupid. I like my Seersucker original with a little bit of Topo Chico and a squeeze of orange, and
Gotta
I'm
get
ready
that
to
Topo
go.
Chico.
Yeah.
Seersucker's Southern Style Gins come in 4 different flavors, all made in this 5,000 square foot facility. So tell me a little bit about what I'm seeing right now.
So we are what's known as a clear distillery,
Okay.
meaning we only make clear alcohol. So where you're standing right now is what we call the Wonka room.
Wonka room.
I'm sure you can probably figure it out with all the candy stripes.
Kyle in the Gin Factory.
There you go, exactly. So this room actually stores up to 16,000 gallons
16,000 gallons
of alcohol at any given time.
Okay.
And the average proof of the alcohol in these tanks is upwards of 192 proof.
That's a good night right there.
Yes, it make a very quick
Right?
night for you if you're not careful, for sure. So what we have here is Betty.
Ah, Betty.
She's our 529 gallon hand-hammered copper pot still. And be careful because she's hot right now. We're in the middle of doing a distilling run as we speak.
Well, she's beautiful, but how hot is she?
Well, right now she's at about 178 degrees Fahrenheit.
178.
We do what we call slow distillation. It's like slow smoking a barbecue brisket. So by slow distilling, keeping the temperature low, we're able to create a lot of redundancy of evaporation and condensation. And what that really means is we're really cleaning our alcohol very well, so it's very clean, and it also tastes really good.
So these are 3 cocktails that we're featuring for you today, and one of these is brand new to our menu this fall, and the other 2 are classics, favorites that we have around here in the tasting room. So the first one, as you can see, has beautiful raspberries on it, which are nice and seasonal. And this does feature our original seersucker. And it also has raspberry preserves in it, which is really yummy. Yes, gives it a nice little flair. And this is our bee's knees, which is probably our most popular cocktail here in the tasting room. And this does feature the seersucker lemonade. You see the cracked pepper on top. That really allows you to experience two different flavors. So if you sip it from the straw, you get a little bit of a sweeter, you taste more of the honey that's in the cocktail. And if you sip it from the cup, then since your smell is such a part of your taste, then you inhale some of the pepper, and that's part of your taste profile.
It just wakes you up.
And it calms down some of the sweet.
Definitely sweet.
You taste the honey.
Lemon and the honey. Oh,
It has honey syrup in it.
This is the bee's knees of gin beverages.
And this is my favorite. This is the Grapefruit Cooler, and it features the seersucker grapefruit.
Oh, I love grapefruit.
It's nice, right? Yes.
That one's my favorite. So because I love these drinks so much,
Good.
Is there any way that I can learn how to create these beverages?
Yes. Once a month, we host a cocktail class.
Okay.
We bring in a local mixologist. And with that, you not only receive sage advice from a master mixologist, but you also create your own 2 cocktails. And so those are included in your class.
Nice.
Welcome everybody. The 2 cocktails that we're gonna make are the Grapefruit Sands and the Southside Ricky. The Southside Ricky is probably one of our most popular cocktails. Think of it as a less sweet mojito style. So simple syrup, 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, or if you're dealing with the grapefruit, 3/4 of an ounce. You take the liquid, pour it on top of the ice, and then pop down, create a nice little seal, and shake away.
This is like some cryogenic therapy on my hands.
It really is. And you can either, what we call dirty dump with the ice, or you can use fresh ice in your cup and strain with the Hawthorne strainer.
Pretty ginny.
That is pretty ginny.
It's like 100% gin and 0%
juice.
As you can see by this beautiful beverage, I am now an honorary mixologist. What can I say? Special shout out to the Azars for housing us in this beautiful gin facility. And of course, Adon, thank you so much for teaching me how to be a professional mixologist. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna finish this beverage. Keep it classy, y'all.
If you want to visit the distillery or participate in the mixology class, head on over to SeersuckerGin.com for more information. Don't go anywhere. Our Spirits and Brews top picks continue when YOLO Texas returns. Hey y'all, and welcome back to our final episode of Season 3 here on YOLO Texas, an episode we're calling our Spirits and Brews Top Picks. And for our next pick, up in Fort Worth is a family-run brewing company, guaranteed to serve one of the best and original brews in Texas. I hope you're thirsty because we're about to make a pub stop over at Rahr & Sons Brewing Company. We know Texans love beer, so that's why we've been making it a mission to seek out breweries who can really pack a punch. That's why we're here at Rahr & Sons Brewing Company. They've been making a name for themselves since 1847. Need I say more? Since 2004, this spacious brewery has become the hotspot for social gatherings. We met with the brewery's creative director, Jeff Wood, for the inside scoop. How long have y'all been brewing beer and serving up the people here in Texas?
The Rahr family has been brewing, or in the brewing industry, for about 175 years. Fritz, which is one of the great-great-grandsons, moved to Fort Worth on a scholarship for swimming for TCU, fell in love with the city, and decided to stay here and open this brewery 15 years ago. We have everything from a very traditional German-style Helles blonde lager, all the way to we'll brew a double hoppy IPA.
Yeah. Okay, and so first thing that I noticed when I took a look at your tap room was the names of the beers.
Right.
So how do you come up with them? Because they're pretty clever.
Yeah, I literally keep a notepad next to my bed, and I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll jot down notes. Sometimes I can read them in the morning and sometimes I can't. So some of the concepts and ideas for names come from that. I usually have a few names kind of sitting in the wings that I'm like waiting for the right beer to come along that the brewers get excited about.
All right, so talking about these beers has got me thirsty, and I'm ready to try some.
Okay.
Do you mind if we get our hands on some of them and see what it's all about?
Let's do it.
All right,
Thanks, the beer.
thanks, Jeff. The moment I've been waiting for
Right.
is to finally taste the beers.
beer.
Yeah, and we're behind the bar, so
Yeah.
I'm feeling kind of cool, like bartenderish.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you got serving up?
The cool thing about the blonde is this is a special tap handle. This is Fritz Rahr's mom. She is the inspiration behind the Rahr's blonde. It's clean, it's crisp, it's no frills. It's an extremely difficult beer to produce because the cleaner the beer, the harder it is to make.
Right when you said clean, that's exactly what I felt whenever I drank this beer.
This is our Dadgum IPA.
Okay.
I just wanted to envision people walking to bars saying, "Give me a Dadgum IPA." So that's where the whole name came from with this one. So,
Okay.
West Coast style, hoppy, juicy, fruity. It's going to have the bitterness to it.
Yeah.
Has everything that you want.
Dadgum! That's
There you
good.
go.
I think I got it, nailed
Yeah,
it.
This is our most award-winning beer that we make.
Okay.
This is our Oktoberfest. It's a traditional German Märzen lager, earthy, very bready, malty,
Okay.
sweet.
What do you say, Prost?
Prost.
Prost. Okay, one
we
more
do,
sip.
we do Prost, y'all.
We have all of these nicely poured up here, but we have a can right in front of
Right.
us. So what's the story behind it?
It's a traditional American lager. It's for that customer that's just tired of all the craziness and they're like, I just want a beer. So the story behind the design is the top part of it I kind of recreated from an old Rahr family can, and the bottom of it is the shield logo that we have on all of our cans, all of our core brands. But it's a traditional American lager made with craft beer ingredients. It's a craft version of American light beer.
Prost. Salute. All this booze has got me hungry, and luckily for us, there's a food truck here, so let's have a ball. Howdy, y'all. How are y'all?
Hi guys, welcome to Let's All Have a Ball. How can I help you?
Awesome. So I see some al pastor mac and cheese.
Al Pastor mac and cheese. It's truck-made Al Pastor, pork Al Pastor. We top it with a little bit of chef-inspired pineapple serrano salsa, and then chip on the side, make it look pretty.
We got the mac and cheese al pastor, and yeah, it has the works. I would have never thought to combine mac and cheese with al pastor, and here I am eating al pastor and mac and cheese, and it's delightful. It might be the best thing I've done this whole entire year. So we have to have a mac and cheese ball, and it's like mac and cheese but with spaghetti, with a little bit of bread. And it's kind of like the best two things in life combined in a meatball.
And what better way to finish off the evening than with an original beer with over 150 years of history? Well, we do it the Rahr & Sons way, with a quality brewed, community strong, Texas proud cheers. Taste these delicious beers for yourself by visiting the link below for beer listings and brewery information. We've sampled the beer, we've tasted the gin, and now it's time for a glass of wine, because why not? Stay with us, Yellow Texas will be right back. Hey y'all, and welcome back to our Spirits and Brews Top Picks episode. For our next destination, we're taking it back to an event at Minute Maid Park where winemakers and owners came together for a special gathering called Pinot in the City. Each group brought its signature grapes to impress wine enthusiasts, including offerings from winemaker extraordinaire Rahr Winery.
Hey guys, so if you're a fan of the show, you know I love wine, which is why I'm so excited to be at Pinot in the City right here in my hometown of Houston, Texas. Now this event has already visited cities throughout Texas like Austin and Dallas, but this is the first time that H-Town is hosting this unique wine event. All right, so enough talking, let's get to sampling. You know we couldn't wait to taste some of this delicious wine. But first we met up with Morgan, the executive director of the Willamette Valley Wineries Association. All right, Morgan, so can you tell me a little bit about what Pinot in the City is all about?
Okay, so Pinot in the City brings 64 wineries from Oregon's Willamette Valley. We actually travel around the country, but today it's Houston, and it's all things Pinot.
Wow, so what was the discussion to get Pinot in the City to come to Houston?
So a lot of people don't know where Oregon is, and especially about 20 years ago when Oregon wine was really starting to get known. So the wineries realized we have to bring the wine to the people. Pinot is what Oregon is known for, so that's the name, Pinot in the City.
Thank you so much for all of that wine knowledge. I'm so excited to start my tasting.
Well, here you go. Here's a glass.
All right, I'm so excited. There were over 60 wineries here to try, and to kick things off, I was able to sit down with Gary, owner of Erath Winery.
Erath Winery is one of the founding wineries in the Oregon industry, and this goes back to 1969.
Wow. So, let's try out these wines.
This wine is called Pinot Gris. What you can expect is a wine that is very fruity, like tropical fruits.
Okay.
Our wines are not sweet, they're dry, but they give you the sensation of sweetness, but there's no residual sugar.
Okay.
And they go extremely well with a wide range of foods.
So I'm not a fan of these types because I always think they'll be so sweet and I'm gonna be so hungover after I drink them. But this one is not, like, it's very refreshing.
And that's what we call balance. We want a wine that is not too excessive in any direction.
All right, I won't drink it all. I'll just I feel so bad. Like, I've never thrown away wine like this.
It's hard.
Like, I felt like I was doing something wrong. All right. There are 60 wineries here. This is pretty much heaven for all wine lovers. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find my next favorite Pinot Noir somewhere in these fruits. Let's go check it out.
This wine, you cannot have another wine that's like this because this only comes from Coeur d'Terre.
My name is Anna Matzinger, and I am here pouring Matzinger Davies wine. And what I like about this Chardonnay is it's not blousy, it's kind of tense.
Special thanks to Willamette Valley Wine, Gary Horner, and Erath Winery for putting on such a fantastic event. Now, I gotta go get some more bottles, so see y'all later.
For more information on the products we sampled today, just visit the link below. Don't go anywhere. We're heading to a vineyard that's as pleasing to the eye as it is the palate. YOLO Texas will be right back. Hey y'all, welcome back to our final segment of YOLO Texas Season 3. Our Spirits and Brews tour stops right here in Waco at Valley Mills Vineyard, where since 2006, a family-run business has dedicated their time and efforts to delivering delicious 100% Texas-grown grapes and local products across the state we know and love. So come with us to Valley Mills Vineyard in Waco, Texas.
A trip to Waco and the heart of Texas wouldn't be complete without a glass of wine.
So we have made it to Valley Mills Vineyards, and let me just say, Napa has nothing on this place. It's absolutely gorgeous. So what do you say? Let's go find ourselves some wine.
Ariel, welcome to our beautiful estate vineyard.
Thank you so much. It's absolutely breathtaking up here.
Thank you. So we're at Valley Mills Vineyards. We are just about 20 minutes west of Waco, and this is where we grow our grapes that go into some of our state wines, such as this lovely Tempranillo.
Oh, okay. Well, can I try some?
Of course, please. And it's really pretty land out here, rolling hills, lots of cedars and oak trees, and it's a great place to grow grapes.
Okay, so speaking of grapes, where do you get your grapes from?
Well, so we grow many of them here locally. We've got about 20 acres of local vineyards that we farm. And occasionally we'll also buy grapes from other Texas vineyards, but everything we do is 100% Texas. We really want to give people a taste of what our state and our little region here in Central Texas can do.
So, coming for Napa, aren't you?
We're coming for everybody.
We're coming for everybody.
After a gorgeous visit to the vineyards, I was ready to try even more of these delicious wines.
This is going to be our Vermintino. This is kind of an Italian dry white, generally known for being a little bit creamier and obviously heavier. You're going to get kind of a dairy note up front, cream cheese or a yogurt with a little bit of banana.
Banana?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
seriously, it
yeah.
actually is in there. And then when you get down to the body, you're going to get guava, pineapple, mango, and just a slight hint of grapefruit.
That sounds like everything that I love. That was, can I have a bottle?
Seriously, we'll get you one to go. Seriously,
Please.
it's great. Well, we saved the best for last year.
Okay.
This is our Tempranillo. This is what we're really known for. This is
Okay.
kind of the backbone of our red wine program,
Okay.
and kind of like the unofficial state grape of Texas.
The unofficial? Okay.
Unofficial, not official, but unofficial. It's gonna be, again, bold, and this one, you're gonna get a strong note of cherry. That's what this grape is known for, and then a nice smokiness from the barrels that it's aged in.
All right, here we go.
Get a really nice whiff of this one. This one's got a great nose to it.
Oh, that smells delicious. I'm ready. You ready?
Ready? Cheers.
Cheers. That is amazing.
That's why it's the award winner.
That's why it's the award winner.
If you're looking to enjoy some wine and support Texas agriculture, make your way to Valley Mills Vineyards.
For more on the wines we tasted today, visit the Valley Mills Vineyards website for more information. All right, folks, that is the end of the show for today and the end of Season 3 of YOLO Texas. We hope you have enjoyed all of our travels over the past year. It has been a pleasure serving you and sharing a piece of Texas with all of our fellow Texans. Don't worry, y'all, our travels aren't done yet. We'll be back next weekend to premiere Season 4 of YOLO Texas. So until then, remember, it is a big world, so get out there and explore it. You know what they say, you only live once, Texas. We'll see you next week for Season 4.